Stuck inside of this quarantine, now all I do is play FIFA. Stuck inside of this quarantine, now all I do is play FIFA. Stuck inside of this quarantine, now all I do is play FIFA. Stuck inside of this quarantine, I'm stuck. Getting down on my knees and I'm praying. I'm saying, please, EA, please bless me. It's so blatant. I'm cursed. Why? Pack Prime Crespo and I was shaking. Foot chance rewards got my heart breaking. Why?
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy 1 Star a Week for the you and now watching another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. And first and foremost, I gotta tell you guys, apologies for the lack of content. I've just been tired. Honestly, I've just been very tired, very busy recently, and I just needed a break. But I'm here, I'm back, I'm better than ever. And I also gotta say shout out to my good friends Matt and Jess. They got married on Sunday on Zoom, and it was great to witness. I'm really happy I got to witness that, and really happy I got to be a part of that. So big ups to you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your time off. So yeah, let's get into the FIFA stuff. So you can see on the screen some of the packs I've opened recently. We did the 83. Wait, no, it wasn't the 83. We did the 81 upgrades. And unfortunately, we didn't hit as big as we normally did. I think the highest rating was the 84, but there were a lot of 82s, 83s, and stuff like that. We ended up putting them into the 86 upgrade, and unfortunately, the luck was not in. We get two 87 rated goalkeepers. I mean, there's still 87 rated, and it was still a very cheap SBC considering. So I'm not mad. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of spoiled by the luck we have gotten so far this year. So without further ado, let's jump into the team. As you guys know, this is what we rocked with in the weekend league, and I have to say, this is one of the funnest teams I've used in a while. I think the main weak point here was Cucurella, unfortunately. I think he makes a great midfielder. I think he makes a great CM, but as a wide mid in the 3-back, I at the risk of sounding like a pace abuser, I thought he was too slow. 89 pace. I did notice his lack of top-end sprint speed. 89. I guess it has to be the 90s. I did notice it at times when I was chasing down opponents. Like, I would have rather had even somebody like a Hakimi there. You know, somebody just very quick, somebody that's able to keep me defensively honest, everything else like that. But without further ado, we're going to talk about the main man of the episode, which is going to be 92 rated Thiago. And he's a signing that Liverpool was very excited about when they made this summer, but unfortunately he hasn't really kicked on. He hasn't really reached that Bayern level form, but this card looks really sick, so I'm gonna try him. He's 5'9". He has medium work rates. He's right-footed with a double 5-star combination, as you guys see here. He has played 22 games for me. 18 of or 19 of them were in the weekend league, and he got 5 goals and 9 assists. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a big favor and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, as always, do me a solid and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video. So when you look at this Thiago card, I mean, the boost he has gotten has made him a very tasty, delicious looking card. The pace here has an interesting disparity in the stats. All right, he has 95 acceleration, 71 sprint speed. So how's he really gonna feel? The acceleration is very important. I really enjoy that, but is the 71 sprint speed gonna ruin the card? We're gonna see. Shooting wise, he's also gotten quite a big upgrade here. 83 shooting for Thiago with the 5-star weak foot. It's going to be nuts. 91 passing is, of course, what you want out of a midfielder. 94 dribbling also look like elite stats here. What's interesting here is I don't really remember ever using a Thiago with such high defending until Team of the Year or Team of the Season comes. And this card looks very Team of the Season-esque. I mean, 83 defending, 78 physical. He doesn't really have a real weakness aside from maybe the lack of strength, the lack of top-end finishing. But for what you're paying and for what's available in his position as far as alternatives go, I think he's a great card on paper. How do you play in game? We're going to see. Let's jump into the gameplay. I'm going to let you guys know how my weekend league went, and I'm going to let you guys know, is Thiago worth it? Let's go. Yes, so according to Footbin, this Thiago card is now 550k on the PS4 market. I did pay about 600, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Is he worth it? I would have to say absolutely. He's probably one of the funnest midfielders I've used on this game, and he really feels like a souped up version of Javi. We're going to talk about it. Starting with his pace, he has 82 pace, and you might be wondering, how does the stats play out here? Because he has 95 acceleration, 71 sprint speed, and the acceleration is so massive. I really noticed it, because with a player that moves like Thiago, who's not the quickest, you're really gonna notice those big bursts of acceleration. You're not really gonna expect it coming. So coming off the skill moves, he is super explosive, even though you wouldn't expect it. And there were some times I was able to see him get a last-ditch tackle in, a last-ditch interception in, just because he had that really high acceleration. It was really fun to use. His 71 sprint speed I thought wasn't great, all right? When it comes to tracking up and down the pitch, maybe if he's gonna be in a 2-man midfield, he might get exposed for that lack of top-end sprint speed. But in a 3-man midfield, or if you pair him with somebody who's very quick, I think it's not really gonna be that big of an issue. Overall, this guy's pace is an 8 out of 10. Next, we'll talk about shooting, and you might be wondering, how does he feel? Is he good enough to play Cam? And I would say he's not my first choice for Cam. His finishing was solid, and I would say his attack positioning was very good as well. But he doesn't really have that top-end finish. And I didn't notice a lack of top-end accuracy, a lack of top-end shot power when I took shots on with him. And it really leaves him in a position where he's better as a CM or a CDM. Don't get it wrong. But I will say his finishing, if you get it from the good angle, will more often than not test the keeper. And at times, if you get himself into a position where he's shooting a sitter, he's going to be able to finish that sitter. Overall, this guy's shooting is an 8 out of 10. Next, we'll talk about his passing, and this is really why you bring Thiago in, or one of the reasons why, is that passing. And honestly, he's a great passer of the ball. He is an insane playmaker, and the passes I was able to pull off with this card was just, it brought enjoyment back to the game. He has 91 vision, 95 short passing, 95 long passing, and 91 curve. And that really means he can't really miss on any of these passes. There's no pass in this game that he can't execute. And really that leaves all the creativity up to you. You can make passes that you can't make with other cards. His passes in and around the box has really nice finesse, and his through balls are inch perfect. Overall, this guy's passing is a perfect 10 out of 10. Next, we'll talk about his dribbling, and yo, this part of the card makes me smile. It makes me really wake up and want to play the game because he felt absolutely magical on the ball. It starts with his agility and balance, which is 95 and 94 respectively. And on the ball, the way he turned was insane. He was able to just beat defenders one by one just with left stick dribbling alone, and a lot of that is by virtue of his agility and balance. His actual dribbling stats are class as well. He has 94 dribbling, 95 reactions, 90 composure, so in tight areas in the box, he's going to be able to wiggle, get in those half spaces, and get a shot off. And that's really how I scored my goals. And that's how I got my assists with him. It wasn't really necessarily the quality of the finish. It was the quality of the dribbling that got him there. The quality of the pass that would get other players open. And I really enjoyed this guy's dribbling. I can't stress enough how good it was. And I got to give it a 9.75 out of 10. Finally, we'll be talking about his defending and physical, and these might be questions for you if you want to play him as a secondary CDM. First question is he good there? I would say he could get the job done. All right, if you like players like Javi as a second CDM, if you like smaller, agile players that can still put the shift in, I think he actually wouldn't be bad. But he's not ideal there, I'm going to say. His 97 interceptions were definitely noticeable, though. Every time he was near the ball, it was like he had a magnet, and he was just attracted to the ball. He would just leap, beat other players in the area to the ball, and I really enjoyed that. His stand tackle was a little bit better than expected, because if you see him in game, he is tiny, but he gets challenges in solidly. He doesn't have the best standing tackle, but he does have some finesse to it, and he will be able to harass your opponent's attackers at the very least. His defensive awareness means that he's always in a decent position, and his stamina at 91 means he lasts all game. Overall, I have to give his defending and physical a 7 out of 10. All right, it gets the job done. He's better suited as a CM rather than a pure CDM. But if you play him at CDM in a 2 CDM formation, I think he'll get the job done. All right, guys, so that's going to be my Thiago review. What's the final verdict? I think he's a very great card. And really what makes him meta in this game is his acceleration, his insane dribbling, his 5-star combination, and his passing and shooting ability has gotten boosted to the point where now he's going to be able to contribute very much going forward. Defensively, he's no slouch with the 83 defending. He's a very well-rounded card, and most importantly, super fun with the 5-star combination. I got to give him a 9 out of 10. I really enjoy this card. I really recommend him, especially if you're running a 3-man midfield. All right, guys, you might be wondering how I'm doing in the weekend league or how I did. And unfortunately, it was a bad time, all right? As you guys know, I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, overnight. My friends got married on Sunday, so I had to watch that. The time was of the essence, and the gameplay was not doing us favors. On Sunday, I experienced some of the worst gameplay I've felt all year. I feel like I say this every weekend. But the gameplay on Sunday was so bad, I just stopped playing. I quit, right? I was 12-5. I was tied in the game going into extra time yet again. And I just had enough. I wasn't having fun at that point. I don't even know why I was playing. And even if I won that game, I didn't really have enough time to play the next game to try to hit gold 3. So I just called it a day. I quit. I preserved my mental sanity to fight to live another day, because the gameplay was just, it didn't make any sense, all right? I went to penalties, I think, 5 times in 18 games that I played. And it really just shows you the amount of glitchy, annoying things that were happening. I was scoring stupid goals. My opponents were scoring stupid goals. And we would just go to penalties because we couldn't really best each other. The game was just so slow, so unresponsive. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's saying that, so I don't want to dwell too much on it. But we're going to push, and next weekend, we're not working, so hopefully we can maybe get a gold 2, gold 1, maybe push for elite type finish. But yeah, we stopped at silver 1, the worst weekend league we've had in a while gameplay wise. But it is what it is. We're going to move on and forget about it. All right, guys, so that's going to be my episode for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next episode, but until then,